was Straight Up and Down by the Brian Jonestown Massacre on Expression FM. You are listening to This Isn't the Post-Punk Radio Show, Steve Lemack promised, with me, Freddie van der Most.
And me, Billy Buckingham. For the first time ever, I've got a co-host. Thanks, Fred, for joining me.
No, I'm very keen to chat.
Excellent. To start us off on the show tonight, we've got Dead Horse, Yard Act.
The last bastion of hope this once great nation had left is its humour. To be it through continued mockery, this crackpot country are full of cunts. We'll finally have the last laugh when dragged underwater by the waves of the tumour it formed, or when it fell for the fearmongering of the National Front's new hairdo. So then what becomes of the inhabitants of this once unstoppable isle, when all of its exports are no longer in style? Are you seriously still trying to kid me that all culture will be just fine when all we've left is knobheads Morris dancing to Sham 69? Go on the ragman or roll around the maypole, hijack the sound and state your claim to it. Every card played is a statement made, and there's always a new scapegoat to blame for it. England, my heart bleeds, why'd you abandon me? Yes, I abandoned you too, but we both know I wasn't the one lied to, and I'm not scared of people who don't look like me, unlike you.
Its idiocy, surrounded by its own stupidity, does not realise it has already sentenced itself completely to death.
The last bastion of hope this once great nation had left was good music, but we didn't nurture it, instead choosing to ignore it. Yes, we've been trapped by the same crowd that don't like it unless they've heard it before, leaving me stuck flogging my progressive dead horse south of the border to the so-so and so's and through and throughs and this and that and buttered breads. I'm proud of it whose values flip whenever it fucking suits them, and we're supposed to let it slide because the press has normalised the idea that racism is something we should humour. Yeah, the last bastion of hope this once great nation had left is to converse in a manner that will pacify, divide and unite the room. But no one's talking, and rational thought has been forced into submission by the medium through which all of our information is now consumed. Yes, fake news. It's fake news, mate.
Boldness and its idiocy, surrounded by its own stupidity, it does not realise it has already sentenced itself completely to death. So bold it is in its idiocy, surrounded by its own stupidity, it does not realise it has already sentenced itself completely to death. So bold it is in its idiocy, surrounded by its own stupidity, it does not realise it has already sentenced itself completely to death. So bold.
7.7 Expression FM.
Yes, you're listening to Expression FM with me, Billy Buckingham, and also Freddie van der Most. Good to have you on the show today, mate.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I have to say, an excellent start. Is your choice, the first song, Straight Up and Down by the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Mm-hmm. Very theatrical introduction to the show, but I loved it.
Yeah, I really like that song. It's very much the sort of song that sort of keeps you motoring throughout the day. It's quite film-like, I think.
Very firstly, how is your week going?
Well, trying to get over November. Lots of cold and mould in Exeter this winter. It's hitting us very hard.
15 Elton Road is cold and mould.
It is
We're
cold
all
and
ill.
mould. We are all ill, but that's because the city doesn't stop raining.
I think
yeah.
if you're a student right now, I'm pretty sure every Exeter student right now is actually unwell.
Yeah, because we can't afford heating, and our houses are rubbish, and we're all very, very poor.
Yeah, cold and mould.
However, December will be great.
December's looking on the up. Are you gonna ask me how my week's been?
Well, Billy Buckingham, how has your last few weeks been?
Fantastic. Having a great time. Had a good week, very good week. Blackcurrant vodka this week. Been making that.
few different flavours this time.
A few different. You tried a couple, didn't you?
I did.
What are your thoughts? Actually, this is a good. I haven't really asked you about this. So I make blackcurrant vodka. I had 3. I've been experimenting with it. So 3 different flavours. I did two vodkas and actually 1 gin as well. But kind of some different themes going on. Some kind of wintry themes, some more summery ones. And I think you're a fan of the gin, no?
I am, definitely. I think, it's good to obviously try a few different flavours, find the winning formula. One of them was, I think I described as it tasted like Chinese food.
Yeah, and...
Which, wow.
Less
said about that, the better.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the other one. What was it called again?
So you had God Save the Queen,
yes,
which is the
God
gin.
Save the Queen, which was unsuccessful in its aim to save the Queen, unfortunately. Okay. However, it did taste great.
Yeah. Okay, and then there was Boris's Resignation vodka, which I wasn't a fan of, too strong. I experimented too much with that one. And then the final one was Mashed at First Sight, which is the other vodka, which is a bit tasty. But that's when you said tasted like a Chinese.
I don't disagree with myself. It tasted like a Chinese takeaway.
That's not a compliment, though. You do realise that.
It was flavourful.
Okay, tasty, but tastes like a Chinese. That wasn't the aim of the blackcurrant vodka.
On a Friday night, sometimes you just want a Chinese takeaway.
Anyway, here is Pheromones and Meth Wax.
Pheromones, baby, your pheromones have me shaking in my bones. Make me moan, baby, you make me moan when you kiss me when I'm stoned. And I just want to lick your lips and suck your breasts, cover you with sticky hickeys on your neck. You inch me closer to coming, baby, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Pheromones, baby, your pheromones have me shaking in my bones. Make me moan, baby, you make me moan when you kiss me when I'm stoned. And I just want to lick your lips and suck your breasts, cover you with sticky hickeys on your neck. You inch me closer to coming, baby, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. And I just want to lick your lips and suck your breasts, cover you with sticky hickeys on your neck. You inch me closer to coming, baby, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming.
For students, by students, exclusive to Exeter University. This is Expression FM.
Meet you downstairs in the bar and her. Your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say, what did you do with him today? And sniff me out like I was Tanqueray. 'Cause you're my fella, my guy.
You know I'm no good. Amy Winehouse. This is Billy Buckingham on Expression FM with you till 9 o'clock. You're listening to my show. This isn't the post-punk radio show. Steve Lamack. Promise, joined by guests today. I'm excited to say Freddie, my housemate, friends, all of the above. I'm excited for you to see how I operate.
Mm-hmm. I've been a listener of the show, and
yes, fan of the show.
Yeah, exactly. And so definitely very keen to come. It's a very nice, sort of calm, tranquil vibe in here. Very confident operator host, I can tell you.
Well, maybe externally, definitely not internally. I'm actually feeling more relaxed than usual today. But obviously, you're a fan of the show, listen every week. Mm-hmm. I might seem cool as a cucumber. Oh God, cool as a cucumber on the airwaves.
Oh,
but in here, I'm constantly rattled with technical failings and just generally just being all over the place.
Yeah, there's a potentially threatening speaker about to fall over. That definitely hasn't happened already.
Yeah,
but it's very calm. He is cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber, but
cool as
destroying the studio at the same time. Yeah, excited for you to see how I operate. Me being rattled. I guess the last couple of shows have been speaking about Wrapped. And I'm going to eke Spotify Wrapped. I'm going to eke every little bit of content out of that as I can, because I struggle as it is. What was your top song this year?
My top song? Oh no, I don't really...
You not remember?
Well, I can say it, but it was an Oasis song, which is number one. Embarrassing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong in itself, but it's from
not
Standing on the Shoulders of Giants, which is their last and critically and popularly terrible album. And it is I can't say this. Effing in the Bushes by Oasis, which is actually I think I left it on repeats on a day.
We're playing shit list later, so you can say that.
Okay, Fucking in the Bushes by Oasis. I think both the Gallagher brothers had left the band by that point. I think Bonehead just had a solo because he went crazy. I think I left it playing on my phone one day. I listened to it 57 times on the 10th of March.
Just on the 10th of March?
Yeah, I think I left it playing.
Okay. That's
number one song of the year.
Not really a true reflection.
Not
but
really, no.
Not particularly, this isn't the post-punk radio show Steve Lamack promised. I would potentially say this one is, though. Billy Buckingham here on Expression FM with you till 9 o'clock. Stay tuned. This is Every You, Every Me, placebo.
Sucker love is heaven sent you. Pucker up our passion spent. My heart's its heart, your body's rent. My body's broken, yours is bent. Carve your name into my arm. Instead of stressed, I lie here charmed. 'Cause there's nothing else to do. Every me and every
It's your campus radio station.
87.7 Expression FM.
Yes, you listen to Expression FM. Me, Billy Buckingham, and
Freddie van der Most.
good to have you as yet again, Freddie. Good to have you. How are we doing this evening? Let me know. Usual ways. I'll give out my email, billy.expression@gmail.com. But basically, people listening are people probably going to have my number or social media.
There's thousands of people.
Okay, yeah. So, well, get in touch. Let me know how you're doing this evening. I kind of scrape through Kerrang Punk for content for my show, and I saw the other day that Jonathan Ross is a hidden punk. So this got me thinking. A little game I could play is Hippie or Punk, and I play that for the first time. A new feature whenever I guess when I play it, Hippie or Punk. Playing it today with Freddie. Right. Firstly, we haven't got a theme tune or anything for it, so maybe we could just do that now. Could you just Freddie? Could you just introduce, just I don't know, do like an intro for Hippie or Punk? Just do it now, and I'll clip it up and I'll play it in future. No pressure.
Well, there's lots of pressure.
We haven't talked about this actually.
No, we haven't at all.
So not to put you on the spot, but go ahead.
Hippie or Punk,
mate. That was good. Perfect.
Yeah,
I'll clip that up.
Artistic and thematic is great.
I'll clip that up. Okay, so first of all, Fred, we are going with Cal the Dragon.
It's Cal the Dragon. He's a TikToker, I believe.
TikToker. Firstly, I'm a big fan of Cal the Dragon. I love his content, so big fan. Keep doing what you're doing, Cal. We love it.
He's a goalkeeper, I believe. I think he's a hippie.
He's hippie.
He's quite a calm man. He's got longish hair.
It's his hair for me, which is hippie. The calmness, I mean, there's some controversy recently, but we're going to glaze over that. But his hair, for sure, I agree. Next up, Clarence from The Big Late Show.
Clarence from The Big Late Show. Is Clarence a vegetable?
I mean, isn't he described as a...
He kind of comes out the ground.
Yeah, he gets pulled out like a root.
Okay, well, because he's a vegetable makes me think, like hippie, maybe, because he's like a vegetable. But he's very angry all the time. And he gets ripped out the ground, rising up from the beginning. That's very punk behaviour.
It's punk. Also, he invented the tumours. He's an evil scientist. Not an evil scientist. He's a scientist. He's punk. Like, he's
force of chaos.
Exactly. And then finally, Gareth, like the man on everyone's lips right now. Gareth Southgate. Yes. P.S. It's coming home. What about Gareth?
Gareth Southgate. Well, I mean, this is quite obvious, really. He's hippie. And the reason why is because if you watch England play, you don't think, oh my goodness me, this is Jurgen Klopp gegenpress. You think this is calm passing around the back. Potentially could go wrong. But he's very calm and he wears the waistcoat nicely. And I think that you put him in the 1960s or 70s, he is growing his hair out. He is enjoying some recreational drugs and he is lying down on the street protesting against climate change.
I also think I feel like the team spirit he's built within that England team is very spiritual.
Yeah, it's spiritual. It's guru-like.
Yeah, I'd agree. Back onto the music. Enough of us chatting about hippie or punk, but I'm looking forward to clipping up that little intro you did.
Yeah,
and I'm going to play that every single week.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, we can always do it again. Good, hippie or punk for the first time. We'll play that with our next guest. Anyway, for now, here is Shitlist L7.
For all the ones who fill my head with doubt.
Expression FM.
Expression FM.
Done it, rapper done right, an extinguished crutch of a roller inside. Yellow fingers, nothing lasts, but nearly everything lingers in life. Cell phone service is not that expensive, but that takes commitment and you just don't have it. Feels so effortless to be a stranger, but feeling foreign, such a lonely habit. You can't crop yourself out of the picture, out of focus but still framed inside. Well, the land got blurry and my heart started hurting for you. Yeah. Loudmouth living got you some attention and second chances given without doubt. Guess you've got a history, but it's not worth a mention tonight. Kind is captive to the beers you purchase, sipping through your scenes of plastered confession, telling pretty stories isn't your sole purpose, telling everybody that you've learned your lesson, but no one's falling for that nice guy bullshit. They waited years, you can wait one night. Well, the land got blurry when my eyes started telling it too. Yeah. Listen and it arms you with a new type of patience. Maybe it alarms you cause it tastes so familiar and wild. French fries, hot dog, ketchup, main ingredients. Swears and flawless English, it's the best in town. Funny how a sameness cannot be distinguished. Strangeness is relieving when you point it out. Email, poem, slogans, an example of three things I can't unify. Well, the land got blurry as my thoughts all hurried to you.
That was Pocket Courts with Berlin Got Blurry.
That was your pick, Fred.
Yeah, good song. I love that song. I hear that band quite a lot on this show.
Yeah, I played them a few times. It's like being, honestly, it's like being Cavan on a Saturday night playing a bit of Pocket Courts.
Oh, I'd love to be there.
Yeah, if only. Fred, insights on the show so far. How do you think it's going? How first time on the radio for you. How is it?
Well, bit of nerves coming in, you know.
As
Voice
always.
being broadcast out to millions of people. But
Billions.
okay, I'm sorry.
Billions.
Billions, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just millions.
No,
but-
billions.
Well, yeah, I think it seems quite well organised. You keep telling everyone that it's so you're so stressed and you're rattled at everything. But I actually see a face of calm.
Oh, you are too kind. But let us know how we're doing. Get in touch. Text, email, billy.expression@gmail.com. Actually, maybe review Fred. Or
No, thank you.
review me, actually, if you want Fred
Yeah,
to
review
replace
Billy.
me.
Review Billy.
Or tell Fred how he's doing. Is he doing well? Do we want him back on? Let me know. And come to think of it, actually, a few shout-outs, a few people listening. I know Jack Pierce, fan of the show, listening. Sophie Noons, listens to the show. A few others, George and Tom. Tom of Factor 50, who I didn't see the other day. And I've played on the show before. He's listening. Great to have him listening. Going to play plenty more of them in the future if he keeps listening. And actually, that links nicely in. So George Ward's listening. And this round about this time of the show, I do almost like an album recommendation kind of thing. And this is one that he actually recommended to me. It is Melee by Dogleg, and he sent it to me, and I just loved it. I thought it was fantastic. So I'm going to play Cannonball from that album, from Dogleg's album Melee, and yeah, for me, I mean, I'm not a music connoisseur. You actually kind of, Fred, earlier when you were describing your Spotify Wrapped #1 song, were quite eloquent in how you described the.
Well, it's because I like to consider myself a sort of sued music connoisseur, and I was sort of embarrassed that was my #1 song.
Yeah.
So I sort of tried to explain it away with the fanciest words I could.
The Oasis song, yeah. And so I'm not like that. So I just kind of say this band sounds just a little bit like Jeff Rosenstock, I think. But anyway, this is Cannonball by Dogleg from their album Melee.
It's your campus radio station.
87.7 Expression FM. Expression FM.
Cannonball, Dogleg. This is in the post-punk radio show Steve Lamack Promise with me, Billy Buckingham, and
Freddie van der Most. Yes,
my guest, doing an excellent job, I think. We had no criticisms, so it's a good job. Yeah. That's what I'd say. I thought it would be fun to do this, so I want to resurrect a piece of content that I've done in the past with actually George Warner, the listener of the show.
Okay.
The Phantom podcast.
All right.
You actually were a guest on this Phantom podcast, weren't you?
I remember it existed. It wasn't Phantom.
Yeah, well, so George and I were going to do a podcast where we kind of got guests on, and we talked through their dream band, and we recorded like 5 or 6 episodes. It was actually really fun. It was actually really good, but we never released it. We never got around to doing that. But I thought I could do that on my show now, kind of push George aside and take the reins.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I really loved that.
Yeah. So I want to do the same, but each guest I have, my guests are going to construct their dream band and see if we can kind of align it and make it work. So you're going to pick one person in your dream band, and the next guest will pick another, and we're going to see what we can construct. You never know how deep this goes. We can have like 10 guests, and all of a sudden we've got like just some crazy super group. But Freddie, who are you going to pick?
I'm going to pick a lead guitarist, and she's a singer as well, but I'm going to pick Annie Clark from St. Vincent, who I think is making the best music in the past decade. I think she's a very talented frontman, but really, I'm picking her in the lead guitar position, because we do want another open position for the singer, but she's a really, 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 I think, original guitar player, and by that I mean that she plays incorrectly and wrong according to the classical guitar instructor, but she has got the best solos and the most interesting chord progressions that she has in her songs.
Mate, that was so eloquent. I think you need to take my job. That was so good.
No.
I'm a big fan of that pick as well. Really well justified. Big fan of St. Vincent. Love their work. Love her work. So, Fred, say it again. So, Annie Clark.
Annie Clark, who is the guitarist and lead singer of St. Vincent.
Okay, perfect. And tune in next week, because we're going to have another guest on next week. I'm not going to reveal who it is, because I want to make it tense. People have got to come back.
I don't even know. I'm excited.
Yeah, come. So tune in again next week, and we're going to do the same. Another guest. Kind of start to construct this band. It's a bit of like a story. It's like a storyline. Mate, this is revolutionary radio.
Yes.
Even if I say so myself.
This is thematic radio, and it progresses, and there's a story.
Exactly.
And we all know more about life after it.
Mate, that's actually a good idea. I might actually make... Okay, that's brainstorming. I'll do that another time. Fred, actually, just to pre-warn you, I want you to do the next link.
Okay.
So after this one, you're going to do this link. So stay tuned, everyone. We're going to see how Fred gets on with his link.
All right.
How are you feeling about doing that?
Getting nervous already.
I can see you jotting things down already about what to say.
I have to write down every word. I
Yeah.
can't speak English.
Exactly, you're going to have to read off it.
Yeah.
And what I'd say is, don't copy me, because I'm not very good at it, and I'm not very, I guess, professional in any sense. So,
All right, a copy of Billy coming up.
Anyway, here is Stoned Again by King Cruel.
Yeah, she's my sweet and sour, my lemon honey. I ran all the way home that night, ran all the way home, right back to my mommy. Running loud in the park, exile, didn't even do wrong, keep you uppy. The cars in my road almost hit me in a hurry. The cars were just a sign of an uppy. Down in the dirt, I used to surf with my bucket from Kentucky. I had a scratch card, I scratched so hard, cause I'm feeling fucking lucky, boy, I'm feeling so lucky. Now my 10th birthday, got a puppy. Now I'm back in the park, with the middle class yobs, trying to get lucky. I was little and small, really small, made me feel so yucky. Put it on my brain, bored, another fucking junkie, bored, another fucking Scott, torn apart. I was little and small, we swore and I'm stoned again, I'm stoned again, I'm high again, boy. I'm stoned again, I'm stoned again, I'm low again. Yeah, she's my sweet and sour, my lemon honey. I ran all the way home that night, I ran all the way home, right back to her, down in the heart. I used to pick up all the pieces and I went home. I used to pick it up, I used to pick it up. I'm stoned again, I'm stoned again, I'm high again.
St Luke's, Cornwall, we've got you covered. This is
Expression FM.
Just listen to Nice Nice by Daisy and the Scouts. I really hope you're all enjoying the show. I certainly have. Do tune in next week to the next episode of what is not the post-punk radio show that Steve Lamacq promised. It is not. I categorically say it is not. But next week, I think we're going to see a lot more good music. And we're also going to see a bit more progression of our band, I hope. I'm quite excited. I'm quite proud of my selection I've put down. But tune in next week to make sure you find out the rest of the story. Coming to the end of the show, though.
She's a woman that's on your mind.
The Cooks.
She's a woman who takes her time. She's a woman that's on your mind. She's a woman who takes her time. Yes, I feel sweet emotion every time you're near me. Every time you are near, I said I feel sweet emotion every time you're near me. Every time you are near. She's the woman that's on my mind. She's the woman that takes my time. a woman that's on my mind. Ooh. She's a woman that's on my mind. I said I feel sweet emotion every time you're near me, every time you are near. And I feel sweet sensation every time you're near me, every time you are near. And I feel vibrations. What are your expectations? Maybe I don't have no fear.
Sweet emotions.
She's the one that's on my mind.
I feel sweet emotions.
She's the one that takes my time.
I feel sweet emotions.
She's the one that's on my mind.
I feel sweet emotions.
She's the one that's on my mind.
I feel sweet emotions.
Yes, I feel sweet emotions every time you're near me, every time you are near. And I feel sweet sensation every time you're near me, every time you are near. I said I feel sweet emotions every time you're near me, every time you are near. Excuse me if I see my visions, but not just expectations. I just need you here.
Sweet Emotion. The Kooks. Great pick, Fred. And also great link as well.
Thank you so much.
Although I did actually sabotage it slightly. By mistake. I put the mic down and the fader up when I was meant to do the other way around, so I'm sorry about that.
Well, we all make that mistake.
Just so you don't have to come back on, I was just sabotaging you. Just quietly though, all three of your songs you picked were all male, just so you know.
That says nothing about me.
Anyway, to end the show, we got Hollywood and Lex.
Oh, the life of a hack. You do the body's worth. What would I do without you? You're my foil. I see the boys of spring till summer turn up and in turn and burn up in winter. The rates of a slate. You say it's sorry work. What would I lift without it? It's so funny. Some say that 10 pence for a word. At best it's not a dower, but it's people per hour. The rakes at the gates. You say my folly, so I walk with my reason all rotted in meaning. And I take it all dearly and drunk as a rule. And I'll laugh with the lax, 'cause I'll always be a hack. All my friends Pretend we're all in trouble. Us hacks. Oh, the race of a slate. They say it's sorry work. I tell my mom's friends I work in Hollywood. They say it shows all those TV dinners. I want TV finish. The life of a hack. We know that modern life isn't just rubbish. It's something less than colourful. Children of the crash. Children of the crash. Oh, we must hack, hack, hack. Go ask your local bookseller or the books are gone. I've got 1,000,000 pages on my floor. I've got too many lines of this verse. Someone get me a field recording of those ice caps melting. Booker T's just brought out a new range of drink me and feel like someone entirely different teas. Spiral and walk, spiral and walk. And again, spiral and walk, spiral and walk. There's a train leaving in 5 minutes, mister. Be under it.